Welcome to the Modern Savage Podcast, Episode 20, Jeff Young's Great White Fang.
And different genres of porn in all together now. And not like, it used to be you have to click different categories to like see it. And I'm like, I see this like fat ass taking a wiener. I'm like, hell yeah, and I go and it's like this dude just like, oh yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this on BBW Cream Pie page? You know what I want to see. This is not it.
Can you not see what is trending?
Yeah.
I mean,
I finished it. I finished.
I can't get off unless they look in my eyes.
Yeah. He did all the work for, shaving everything back.
Was the self-loathing? Did that come out?
I don't know. I was like, what have I done?
I mean, it's like,
it comes.
It's not gay if you don't love them.
That's true.
I get, yeah.
Josh, what's your preferred pronoun?
What?
What's your preferred pronoun? In 2016, we all get to use whatever pronoun we want.
This guy.
You want to be a guy or a him or Mr. or...
Oh, did you just assume my gender?
Yeah.
I like just dude.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything except, hey boy.
Oh yeah, that's,
with that.
Yeah, that's true. I don't like
fine
that.
for me.
That's Jeff just summed it up.
Hey boy.
Hey, Red. That one's a good one too. I'm sure to fucking respond very nicely.
You look like a fucking guitar tech for Red Fang, Josh.
He told me a couple weeks ago that I looked like a record producer from the 70s.
You kind of did.
Well, he was wearing a button-up shirt without an undershirt.
It was all white.
Yeah, it's cool that
And
you were an extra
sunglasses.
in Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Exactly. Like, you look like you're doing something skeevy.
I don't even want it anymore. But like the logo's so cool that it's like I have to have a mustache.
You can't shave it.
No, it's stuck with you now.
I'm actually contractually obligated to keep it.
I can't cut that out
Breach
now.
a contract.
I'll be so goddamn mad if I come back here one day and you don't have a mustache and I have to sit there and I have to scrape off a mustache from that logo.
Just keep it on there.
So it's just glasses and a little, like, soul patch.
Oh, the soul patch is gone if the mustache leaves.
Yeah.
Why not just get rid of the soul patch and keep the mustache?
Because then it just ruins. Then you look like a fucking pedophile.
I mean, it's like,
Hey, might as
you're
well do
already
lizard tongue
halfway
outside of it.
there.
Just from looking like a pedophile?
Get balls deep in it, man. Just take it.
Well, everyone's going to assume I'm balls deep.
Oh,
In
man.
5-year-olds.
Listen, Josh, in the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous, okay? In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of a special victims unit.
What do you have that entirely memorized?
I need that for when I see sex crimes being committed. I come in, me, Benson, and Stabler roll in.
Do you have 5 pairs of sunglasses on?
I try. I roll in with iced tea.
Lemonade.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Can't you read the sign?
What's wrong with these people?
I don't mean iced tea.
Yeah, that's pretty mean.
Yeah. I mean, I'm alright at it. I wouldn't call me a pro. But I'm okay.
What, your iced tea impression?
Yeah, I'm talking shit, man. Anyways, I want to be addressed as doctor from now on.
Why?
Doctor or Your Highness.
Well, that's extremely arrogant.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's my preferred
Are you a
pronoun.
Trump supporter?
I mean, you know.
You one of them?
Is he gonna fuck it up?
Grab him by the pussy.
I mean, I'm not gonna... There's another one. Do you think when he grabs a pussy, is he going from the front, or is he going behind? Like in like a bowling ball situation?
I don't know. I kept trying to
never
think,
thought
like,
that.
what is he, like...
How do you
How
grab
do you
What a
grab a
weird
pussy?
What a weird thing to say.
It is a weird thing to say. That's what, I mean, I laughed because that was so off the wall. Like, I've never heard.
I feel like that was just Donald Trump for some reason trying to...
Like, is that what you think you're supposed to do with
He's
it?
trying to make Billy Bush laugh.
Grab him by the pussy.
I feel like he was serious. Like, Now,
How do you
now
grab
I'm-
a pussy though? Like what? How is it in your hand?
Like now I wonder
You
if he's
grab
ever
a dick
like
real easily. But
been
like,
around one.
That's brazen. That's just to walk right up and. I mean, that's just.
I mean,
I know he said it, but I can't believe that. Like, I want to think and I want to just feel in my heart that Donald Trump doesn't have like. Would just go up and grab a vagina. You know?
Who the fuck would do that?
Like
I think at the last debate when they go to shake hands, he should do it.
Oh god.
that would just put the icing on the shit cake.
I might vote for him.
Everybody's just like, well, and his defenders, all his Trump supporters would be like, no, she lowered it into his hand, okay? Crooked Hillary trying to get back at Tricky Bill.
Benghazi. Oh God.
Yeah, well, emails.
Yeah.
That's what the.
that was the entire debate. Emails.
Well, you know what? I'd rather have him grabbing pussy than fucking deleting 33,000 emails.
First of all, let's stop for a second. That's impressive because I haven't deleted my emails in my email account since like 2000.
Right, at her age.
And I only have
Right.
like 2,000 in there. If I try, it would take me hours to delete all of them. And then Hillary Clinton got rid of 33,000.
I saw
I think
something.
the acid washed the server too. It's weird.
I saw something the other day. Someone said their kid was like, you know, maybe because like she's so old, she's like a grandma, and she just didn't know what she was doing, and she deleted.
What have I done?
Yeah, like, I thought that was.
Do I want to uninstall Windows?
I literally thought that was brilliant. Like, what if she's just so old? She was just like, oh shit.
She may have, because God knows
Can
Bill
someone
Clinton's...
come in here and help me? I don't know. I just clicked a button and they all fucking went away.
It says there's hot singles in my area. I don't want...
No, I don't want my penis 3 inches longer. I sent that one to my grandma a lot.
What?
The dick enlargement one.
You did?
No, I didn't. That's what my grandma got in her email. Like when she
Oh, I
first
thought
got
you
the
said you
internet.
sent that to her.
No, God.
Like you emailed that to your grandma?
No, my grandma's been dead for a decade.
You still have another grandma.
Yeah, she doesn't internet.
Oh, okay. Well, now I understand.
Yeah.
Thanks for clearing it up.
It got
She-
real there for a
She has a Facebook, and it made me almost delete mine.
What?
I can't do Graham on my.
I haven't even added my mom on my Facebook.
I can't do that.
That's too big of a risk.
Yeah, I say too much terrible shit for my grandma to be on my Facebook. Like, anywhere near it.
Well, I just tell my mom then unfriend me.
I can't do that to grandma.
Grandma, unfriend me.
Yeah.
Unfriend me, bitch.
If you don't like it.
I feel like all grandmas post like some shit.
You can hide your posts from her.
Jesus.
There's settings you can do that.
She'd
That's
find
too
it.
much work.
What do you mean she'd find it? She's tech
She would
savvy?
find the podcast webpage and just see us plastered drunk making fun of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump.
You just said she doesn't internet.
Well, she Facebooks. She doesn't like do email and all that crap.
She's good enough to like figure that much.
She has an iPad.
Oh, she FaceTimes.
Yeah, she thinks it's like for looking
Oh,
at
yeah.
pictures.
Well, there are options. I'm telling you that I don't know. There's options for you to do.
I don't.
That's
think
just
you're- I think
easier
you're-
not to do it. Just
I'm
stay
good.
away from it.
I'm good. I'm still randomly adding people. Like I just go through and like I probably add 10 to 20 people a day. Just because
Damn.
I refuse.
I'm doing it. I want to get to 5,000.
I had
I
like
want
50
to get
people.
5,000.
He wants more people to see it, and I tried. I added like 50 people. I was like, fuck this.
I've added.
I don't know anybody.
Close to
Like, why would I
300.
want their bullshit?
I totally ignoring the stupid
I mean,
ones.
I know
asked
you
them
can
to
turn
follow.
that off, but
I feel like every profile is fake. It's all just some like 31-year-old dude in Kyrgyzstan with his like hair slicked back. Like,
Well, I went from like 197 to like 500 or something now. It's really not that bad. I'm
you're
pretty.
turning into a Facebook whore, man.
He is.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'll
Yeah.
sell myself for this. I pimp myself a lot.
oh
I don't care.
That's funny. We'll talk after, but anyways.
I mean, how much you got? Bandwidth ain't cheap right here. I don't know. We've still been doing it for free.
Oh yeah. So how's tour?
It was fun, man. We got to play in some cool cities. We had to meet some cool people.
How long? Where'd you go?
We
How
went
long?
upstate New York. It was just about a 5-day run. A little under a week, you know.
This was United by 8, right?
Yeah. It was fun. We left. We played in Philadelphia. That place was awesome. I didn't get to do the Rocky Steps. I'm pretty...
Don't even go.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed off about
Could have found like Patty's Pub.
Yeah.
What?
There were so many things, but I will tell you the coolest thing about Philadelphia that I thought is they have this like citywide special or something where at every bar they have some version of it where it's a beer and a shot for $4.
Really?
And I thought that was like
That's
I'm
pretty
a bargain
awesome.
drinker and
Yeah,
also
that's
an
a total
alcoholic.
bargain.
Yeah. You get a shot and a beer for
Great
$4 and every like
$12, you'll get drunk.
yeah, every bar has a different, like, they have different combinations of shit. You know, it's always like well whiskey. It's never like Jack Daniels. I hope you like McMaster's.
I love McMaster's.
Oh, I'd take McMaster's over Jack.
For $4, I was drinking. It was the bar we were at. It was PBR and tequila, and it was like, oh my god, this
Jose?
is terrible. I don't know
Just
what
like
it was.
red
No, it was just had like a picture of a guy in a big Mexican hat on, and it just said "Hey" on the front.
Pepe's on the top of it.
Oh, I'm starting to like tequila now.
And it doesn't even have like the right worm in it. It's like an earthworm.
It's some worm they fucking pulled out of the ground.
Just a stink bug in there. It's like, that's not even a word. Hey, drug fucking man.
That's what gives it its distinctive flavor.
Yeah.
Ah.
But that I thought was the coolest thing.
That is awesome.
We played in Utica, which I'd never even.
Where is that?
It was.
I don't know.
It's it's in New York. I want to say it's like. I don't know. It's in the most nondescript place in New York. It's like middle-ish, top-ish, middle-ish.
The place no one goes.
Yeah, nowhere. And we played on Long Island. We got to see the Amityville Horror House. 'Cause
Damn,
we
that's-
played in Amityville.
I think I saw your picture.
Oh,
I
man.
did, yeah, I did see that.
That was pretty.
That's awesome.
We look like a bunch of dicks though, because it's like,
Because you pull over on the side of the road
It's
and
like-
take a picture in front of someone's fucking house.
yeah, people are in there trying to eat dinner and we're like, murders, murders in there.
You're doing a knife across the throat
The
motion.
kid's like, what's going on? Mommy, nothing, Ricky.
More than-
Finish your gluten-free corn.
Does anyone else's dinner taste like iron?
It's listed for sale
Is it
Really?
for like $1.1 million or some shit.
Fucking wonder why.
And the listing, no shit, says it's like, oh, 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom. I think it has like 5 bathrooms, but then at the end it's like, interesting history.
No shit.
It's like, here we have the kitchen you walk into, leads into an open eating space. 6 people killed upstairs. If you head over here to the bathroom, you see the nice jacuzzi tubs.
It's been totally remodeled.
Yeah.
New carpet.
What was that? No, were you talking about the bathroom? No, the sextuple homicide. If you come down into the basement, you'll find a finished basement where the ghost of Satan lives.
Don't go down there in the dark.
Why is all the furniture floating? Another nice feature of this house. Makes vacuuming a breeze.
Because it drags your children down the floor.
Best time to vacuum is between 2 and 6 a.m.
So we say.
where the furniture just fucking floats around and shit.
Now tune your radio to white noise. Because you're going to hear voices.
Hey, sorry. You missed under the couch, right? Murder! I've been haunting this house for 33 years, and this is by far the dirtiest I've ever seen it. Clean it up.
Make the walls bleed again. Oh, God. What other fun adventures did you have on tour?
We went to the beach and it was not as like New Yorky as I thought it was gonna be. It was like cool. New Jersey smelled terrible. Like, all of New Jersey just
Fuck.
there was nowhere you could go that just didn't smell like just awful.
It smells like a fair at the end of the night. Like when people have been throwing their fucking vinegar fries all over the goddamn concrete and it's hot out. That's what New Jersey smells like.
Wow.
That mixed with the fact that Burger King and Arby's have a monopoly on every fucking truck stop in New York and fucking New Jersey. So it's just all these truckers and
Burger King sucks.
transients eating shitty food, not even flushing the toilets. It was-
Rest stops are the fucking worst.
Well, at least you were in New York.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Did you get to go into Manhattan?
We did. We went. We actually, I guess we didn't go into it. We went like kind of around the city, and then we
We
went
saw
to. We went to Brooklyn. We tried to stop at Coney Island, but we were trying to find a place to park a van and a trailer, and like people were getting pissed at us. There was like people driving by like, "You can't have that shit on the highway." And we're like, "What are you talking about?" And like, "Fucking trailer, asshole."
Can't have that on the highway?
Yeah, and we were like, "What the fuck are you talking?" I don't know if it was. I don't know where we were. It was like wake
I wasn't
up.
in the right state.
Dude, it's
It's like Amish country.
It's New York City. Everyone's fucking assholes.
Yeah,
For no reason.
I don't know. We played with this really cool band from Long Island called Necropia, and they're so good. Like,
Really?
it was just so fun playing with them and just getting to hang out with the dudes. We stayed at their vocalist Tamim's house on Long Island, and we just stayed up till like 6 a.m. just chugging beers and fucking watching cake fart porn and fucking just
Cake fart porn? What the fuck is cake fart porn?
Oh,
It's pretty straight. It's pretty straightforward.
Are they packing these fine young women's asses full of cake?
It's they kind of sit on cakes and just nothing wrong with 10 dudes sitting around on a fucking Tuesday night just getting hammered watching cake fart porn. All right, that's
I feel
part
like
of being an
there's a funnel
adult.
involved.
Kids. All right,
It's part of being an adult. Ugh.
but there were some really cool bands, man.
That's awesome.
Necropia, they're like heavy. I don't even want to like. It's tough to describe them because they blend like they kind of have the deathcore feel, but they bring like almost like a good like metalcore-y death metal kind of blend, almost like the Black Dahlia Murder. If they were like
okay.
a little more deathcore in it, but they were all just
How many subgenres are there?
I don't know. I can't
There's
even.
fucking
There's
way too many.
millions. There's millions. I was listening to Fish Metal the other day, and it was just.
The funny thing is, he's playing online. That's probably a real fucking thing.
Finnish metal?
Fish metal.
Hey,
Fish
Finnish.
metal.
Everyone knows Finnish.
I was gonna say that's not that unique. You know, it's a lot of
We played with
sacrifice.
this band called Soured Ground, and I actually had a mini conversation with their vocalist while he was shitting in the venue that we were at because there was no stall; it was just toilet and sink. And I was like in there to do something, wash my hands, and he was pooping, and we just he asked for a little bit, and sometimes you gotta poop and there's no door, man. I've pretty much just got it in my head to just poop anywhere. We played a show up at Kent State, and I had to have the band I was in at the time. I had to have the vocalist like stand in front of the stall because there was no stall door, and I had to shit like there now.
Oh, dude, every shit I take is an emergency.
Yeah, it was never like it's never just a pleasant like I'll go have a healthy bowel movement. It's like oh god, oh no, I'm gonna have dysentery.
It's one of those ones where you have to peel your soul.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Sounds like Hiroshima.
Oh, it just feels like you shed your intestinal lining like a snake sheds its skin.
And then it didn't even matter because like the stall walls were like this high, so everyone was just walking and looking at me like, yeah,
What's it you're doing?
you're a pooper down
See
there,
your dick,
buddy.
faggot.
It was.
Why don't you just have them watch the main door?
I don't want to like, cause there's like other
Dude,
urinals in there. I
the
don't wanna
people can
stop.
fucking wait 4 goddamn minutes.
Oh no, I like to. It's an event when I poop. I sprawl, I get like my legs out, and I just...
Oh, you make
I
it.
sweat. You know? It's a whole
thing.
It's a whole cleansing experience.
I take my shirt off halfway through.
Then put it back on when I see myself in the mirror.
Well, if I wipe the sweat first and put it back on.
I go in my restroom and do that shit. I put fucking Unchained Melody on real loud in the background and just go at it. I'm like, damn. Jeff's really into that song, man. Really touches his soul.
So it brings out the sensitive man in him.
Yeah. She must be crying in there.
Oh, my.
It's just the PBR.
Oh my god.
Okay, where'd you go next?
Probably the coolest show we had was the CD release show in Pittsburgh, like at the beginning of the tour. And I think that was my favorite of the show because we got some cool bands to come down and there was some actual cool pits. We played at this place called The Rock Room in Pittsburgh, and it's terrible. It's
Really?
it's so bad.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it was like our last... We've been running into some issues booking different places a lot because our band name is United by Hate. And we had the guy at the Rock Room... The guy at the Rock Room was like, you guys aren't like fucking fascists or some shit, are you? And we were like... No, man. I think Ben just sent him a picture of me.
With the caption, not KKK.
It
not
sounds
white supremacist.
real racist. It's tough to like explain that.
It does sound really racist.
When like, my mom's telling her friends, oh, he plays in bands, and they're like, oh, what's the name of your band? I'm like,
You know.
Yeah, we
Abbreviate it.
What kind of music do you play? It's rock and roll. We'll call it.
It's like early Black Sabbath.
Mm-hmm. What rock and roll do you know? Eric Clapton? Yep.
It's a lot like that. Soft jazz.
Funny
Like Guns
you
N'
should say
Roses,
that.
like that kind of metal?
Yeah, something like that.
That's good.
But it's like, it's a dive bar, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Where at?
It's on Polish Hill in Pittsburgh.
There's another place up there. It's like a restaurant on a corner we played at one time. Forget the fuck it was called.
There's a few bars up in that area.
It was weird because it was like a really nice place to eat, and then they let us play there, and I was hammered drunk.
There's a good punk scene and like metal scene up in that area, man. There's
There
dudes
is,
with like
man.
mohawks and studs and like they come out in
It's
full
shit.
vests and shit. And
It's AJ.
What?
That's where he hangs out. Like that fucking punky scene. He's big into that shit.
Oh, I know. I know that.
I was just saying.
we actually
Shut me down real hard there, bro.
I didn't know. I don't know. The fuck, you're just like coming at me like, what about AJ? I don't know.
I was pretty pissed because we were talking to get on a show opening. Well, was one of the opening bands for Thou Art His Murder when they came in, but the guy was like being a douchebag about our name. And he was like, well, I don't know, I think we're gonna just be booked up for it. And then they added another band after us that were like friends with the dudes in this band called Signs of the Swarm. And it was like, that's kind of shitty.
Signs of the Swarm?
Yeah. They're like,
What are they like?
they're like a beat down deathcore band. They're like, yeah, they're
just, oh my god.
What?
These fucking just deathcore and band names and like death metal, all that shit. Signs of the Swarm, like they're the most hilarious thing. Like I don't think of them.
They're like all apocalypse based, and it's like everyone's just like more like depressing than the other.
And then I still feel like you could say all those names. You could be like, we're called like fucking Poop Stain or something like that. And it's like, oh, and then it's like, it stings so hard saying United by Hate. It has like just such a bite to it. It's like, oh, what's your band name? United by Hate. It's like, oh, shit. That's
It makes you feel dirty.
Derek Vineyard, your lead singer. Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
It just has like a bite when it comes up. It's like, oh, fuck.
It does, and I think that's the best part about it.
It is, because we were thinking about just changing it to the acronym because we put UBH on a lot of shit. But at this point, it's like everyone knows.
What
I mean,
UBH
I was a
mean?
fan of the band before I was in the band, and like people love. There's so many fucking United by Hate shirts just at random metal shows. You'll just be at like fucking a Deicide show, and there's like two dudes wearing fucking United by Hate shirts, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that it says United by Hate on it, because they were just like, oh.
Yeah.
How metal.
Yeah,
That's the most metal shirt I own.
I'm risky.
I don't. Maybe I'm
Can't-
weird. I don't even think United by Hate's that bad.
I don't
It's not,
either.
but it
Because-
does sound like a clan
But like
band.
until
I mean,
we
now-
started running into those problems, I was just like, that's like, I thought it was kind of like, I
Cliche.
don't want to tell, like, when we're talking at family reunions, like, oh, Jeff's in United by Hate.
Yeah.
You're in another band too, though. Right?
I'm in a band called What
What
Great
Great
Fangs
Fangs.
from Wheeling. That's
Sikoris was fucking telling me about you get mistaken a lot for Great White Fang.
Yeah, Great White
he,
Fangs.
He told me so I accidentally called it his
Yeah.
band that, and I was like, "How do you fuck that up?"
It happens
he said,
a lot.
He said you get that a lot.
Yeah, people will be like, no, next we have Great White Fangs.
How do you fuck that up? I don't know. See, that's
It's just because
me.
people don't even try anymore. It's just, oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll look you up online.
But what great Fang? It's obviously
That's a cool
Little Red
fucking
Riding Hood.
Yeah.
Like
and it just,
I don't like. It's like a common. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a common thing.
Yeah.
Like you should know what that. Wait, Greg.
it doesn't. People are like, oh, that's an interesting name.
Where'd you come from?
How do you come up with that?
Great. No. White. Wrong. You're going the wrong direction.
Great
That's
white
quite a
face.
different. That shit you're doing with those dudes. That's quite different from
It is. It's like completely different.
from what you normally do.
It's like two sides of me that I have to get out, because I really love death metal, and I'm like really into like Nile and
Right.
fucking Corpse and Deicide and all those bands. But then like I like doing other, like What Great Fangs has a lot of influence from like Clutch and
They
He
do,
Is
I hear
Legend and like Every Time I Die. A lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
And
dude, I
it's
hear
fun
all
to,
that
like-
shit. It's fun music.
Yeah, it's fun
You guys
to do
remind
that.
me of Maylene and the Sons of Disaster.
That's two of our vocalists and our guitarists, Creighton and Ian. They love that band.
Oh yeah, that's
They like,
they're like straight up southern rock, but it's hardcore music.
yeah.
It's so funny. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
They're like real weird. You can't tolerate a lot of their songs in a row because it's just like this is just Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
But like it's
With some
funny. Exactly. But like the first couple songs you hear, it's like it'll make you laugh. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, you know, like this is sweet.
I'll definitely check that out. Are you on Spotify? Can we do that?
I'm sure they are. They're pretty well known.
They're big. It's the dude from, he was in Under Oath.
Yeah.
He was the original vocalist for
Yeah.
Under Oath. And now he's in that. Is that right? Is it Under Oath?
I'm pretty sure
almost,
you're right.
I'm going to go ahead and say, God knows how many of those Aaron Dawson bands there were back then.
Aaron Dawson. Who the fuck is Aaron?
We
I'm
don't-
sure you've known Aaron.
We don't speak his name out. He's like a mystery now. He's
He
the
is
legend.
a mystery.
He's the Aaron, the legend.
I know him.
Dawson.
You've met Aaron. You've met Dawson before. We don't speak it out loud. Yeah, sorry.
Yes. He shall not be named.
I saw he popped up on Facebook like a month
I was just
ago.
about to tell you. I was like, oh, he's back.
And I sent him a message. I was like, "Is this real, Papa? Is that you?" And immediately it was like the profile's gone. It's like, damn it! Ruined it. He
Still
stuck
pulling
his head
dicks.
out for
Well,
1
I saw it.
second.
It was a couple days ago. I saw it.
We had
It's hilarious. It is. That's like the Messiah.
Yeah, we have to go like hunt his ass down. Like, where? What happened to you?
Yeah, where he's got a beard.
Like, try to ask like fucking his sister or somebody about it. I feel like it'd be like the Da Vinci Code. They'd be all like, "You need to stop asking questions."
Did he just let him disappear?
No, I know. He's probably like he was like a professor at WVU the last time I heard. He's
crazy
probably
shit.
like
Crazy.
a fancy ass. He probably has a monocle and some shit now. I don't know. Just shredding classical guitar.
Guitars, yeah.
Dude.
Man.
Yeah.
That's hilarious though. He's like the Messiah. Dude, that's like, of all of our clan in high school, it was just like, I want to play guitar too, and everyone would be like, Aaron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
He was that guy. He was the best guitarist anyone ever knew, and then he ascended into heaven.
Like, I was going.
what happened? Then
I remember him being.
and then we were stuck with someone else. I won't know.
Yeah.
Someone who shares my name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
I don't have a problem with him.
we can stop now.
yeah,
that's
I think
an
it's
idea.
a dude. I want to say it's a dude from Under Oath. I'm just going to go ahead and confirm it's a guy from Under Oath. Sources have confirmed it.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, at least the original guy. I don't know.
I totally forgot what we were
albums
talking about.
wise, but
Mainly in the Sons of Disaster.
Oh, okay.
Because we were talking about What Great Fangs.
Okay. I'm back.
he's back in the game.
I'm going to get treated for ADD on Thursday. Yeah.
He forgets a lot.
Like that, I had no recollection of it.
It's
That's,
not like
it happens to me.
It's not like he's this out of control. Yeah, but we're drunks.
Yeah.
He's not like this out of control drunk.
No. I have like 3 or 4 beers a week when I'm with him.
Oh man, I get this is like the usual for me. I just get off of work. I'm gonna eat 6 of those.
Yeah.
I need to forget about what just happened to me.
Then I wake up in the morning. What happened?
Those are perfect because I've been saying for years, all you need 8 beers. That's what you need.
And it's like
I don't need
$2
8
for a
beers.
6-pack.
8 beers.
of
You don't need all
PBR.
12 if like you're partying. Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
8 beers.
And PBR can afford all this fancy artwork because it's just the leftovers of other beers just scraped into one giant vat and just
Dude,
put it in a can.
Down at Sheets, down here, they have 30 packs of PBR for like $14.
Jesus.
Me and Ryan get them every once in a while.
That's gross.
And then I put on my glasses and my hats and stuff, and I'm like, look what you've done.
You start writing your will out because you just know liver failure's coming. It's like, when I die at 32.
Oh, no, I'm talking about like I put on like my hipster glasses and shit.
Yeah, you can't drink PBR without hipster glasses.
Because PBR does that to me.
It does.
See, even you have to wear glasses to drink PBR.
That's why he's got a flannel on. He didn't
Yep.
walk in with that.
I listen to Front Porch Step. The front bottoms.
Didn't that dude like molest a kid or something?
Yeah, he did. He I don't know. I think he sent weenie pics to little girls,
Like,
and they still let him on Warped Tour.
and everybody else threatened to quit.
You know what? Warped Tour. I can't remember their lineup this year, but I almost thought about going. Usually I don't go.
I
'cause
went.
feel
You
like
went, didn't
It was pretty
was it
sweet,
heavy?
man.
I know. Fucking Every Time I Die played because our drummer got a giant fucking flag and got it signed by all of them.
Oh,
Pretty
he went.
jealous. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was I'll show you. I took a couple short videos I have on my phone, but they were awesome. I went with someone, and then I was just like, they were going to watch, and nostalgia reasons, I did want to go see Sum 41.
No, I would have watched them too. Are you
Yeah.
kidding
But
me?
they played exactly the same time as E did, and I was just like, sorry,
Oh, man.
going to watch every time I die.
Decisions.
No, and I was
That's
just
not
like,
a decision.
That sucks for fucking Sum 41, I feel like.
Ugh.
yeah, dude, because
You know that happened every day.
I was like, I'm going to watch every time I die.
That's awful.
And you know, you're just looking out into a sea of 30-year-old, 35-year-old faces.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
they're-
that's your whole crowd. Yeah, you're right. That's your whole crowd. I mean,
everyone who doesn't know who
they
Every Time I
drew
Die
because
is.
they were like at the very next stage. They drew, like I looked over, like they had a crowd, a big one. But you're right. That's all it was. It was just
They were probably playing Fat Lip right at that time.
Yeah. So get down!
Some fucking 40-year-old guy with a goddamn Hatchet Man tattoo.
It's my kind of punk rock!
E-tits
go.
over there, fucking shredding balls.
Josh Price is hammer drunk.
No, I wasn't. I was too hot to drink that day. Dude.
Oh,
it
God.
was so.
Oh,
hot.
yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I had a beer with lunch, and then I had a beer when I went and saw Every Time I Die. But
Too hot?
it's way too hot. I'm too old to be like drinking when it's that hot. Like
I'm
just,
easily
like,
dehydrated.
like when I was like 19, 20, hell yeah, I get hammed all day. Fucking 85, 90-degree weather. Go fucking jump around, push kids. But I ain't doing that now. I'm 28.
Oh man, I would hurt too bad after a fucking.
I was that dude. I was like, I'm just enjoying one beer, fucking rocking out to this hardcore band.
I'm gonna stay at least 50 feet away from the stage.
I was far away. I'm far away from that circle pit. I'm close enough because like part of me was like, I'll get in.
I want to get sweaty. I want to get sweaty, but I don't want to get hurt.
Away.
People, it's crazy nowadays what these kids do. I feel like,
that's another reason I didn't want to get because like I literally all the fucking hardcore dancing and shit. It's
I can't do it. I feel like a bitch because we play UBH plays with like all these bands, and then I'm out watching the other bands supporting them, and I gotta like try to act like I'm not a bitch when these kids are like coming with all these Bruce Lee fucking shit at me, and I'm like, all right, man. Some kid. When we were at that Signs of the Swarm show, this kid just came with like a scissor kick right to my back. It was just like, oh, damn, man.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
He goes, my bad, man, I didn't mean to hit you. I was like, you fucking looked at me and went, bah! Like,
oh, dude, you
know what though? When I was watching Every Time I Die, there was this one dude that was my fucking hero. Because all these kids are fucking like they're just doing the stupid hardcore dance shit, or they're fucking just beating the shit out of each other. And then there was this one dude that would just keep walking through the pit, just fucking literally dancing, just being like, just fucking, he's grooving, dude. He's just fucking dancing, and like no one, like it was like people would move away from him, like he would just be. And I was like, that guy's my fucking hero.
He was just there to dance.
He was.
There to
I mean, he wasn't really like fucking like, electronic music dancing, but like he was fucking grooving, dude. Like it was so funny. It was for him. I know he was doing it to be a dickhead. Maybe he was really just wanted to dance. I don't know. But he was fucking awesome.
Either way, it was something different.
It was like the one cool thing. I just kept looking over there like, that dude's awesome. Then in the middle of the set, like they ended one of their songs, Keith Buckley goes, there's this dude standing up by this trash can dressed like Batman. He's smoking cigs up by he's like, he's got to get down here right now in this pit. Now, I need this to happen. And they're like, so like they break out in this song, all I see is this fucking big fat dude, big beard, fucking face is just metal. He's just fucking going ape shit. And then so like a couple songs later, Keith's like, Batman dude's got to someone kick him the fuck out of here. He's distracting me. And he's just like, he's too awesome or some shit. And then he was just like, now you can stay, I love you. Like
kick him the fuck out.
He was like, he's got to get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
He was like, you're just distracting me now.
I don't know the last concert I went to. Man, what did I see? I saw Sublime a few years ago. It's been a minute since I've actually like gone out and seen a band.
You saw him with Rome, didn't you?
Yeah.
How else are you gonna see him?
Weren't they doing shit before him though?
No.
Oh, they weren't? That's because I don't fucking care about Sublime.
I love Sublime.
I know you do.
I think Rome's a good singer. I downloaded their last couple CDs they did with them, and I was like, this is kind of whack.
Dude, if you don't expect it to be Sublime, it ain't bad.
I don't know. It's way chill.
It is.
And I feel like old Sublime, like Seed and fucking...
It wasn't very chill, I'll give him that. It was like, it was fucking...
Yeah.
It had a good mix on it. It needs another listen, man.
I have it in my car.
I get why people like are hesitant on it, or like you expect it to be Sublime, but I loved reggae and ska punk and all that beforehand. So either way, it was a good album to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I know that you're a huge Sublime fan. I feel like since after fucking what's his face's family fucked with them and they had to change their name, they should have just fucking started a different band.
Yeah, they should have.
That's so lame. Like
they'd already committed.
I mean, I get it, but like the legacy is Sublime. Like,
well, there's only one member left now. The drummer fucking quit.
So like the legacy of them, the fact they have to be like,
he's a good fucking bass player.
With
dude,
you know
he's
what I mean?
Fucking amazing.
Featuring, like it kind of just makes it silly.
It does. I don't know. I think they just did it to be a dick.
Well,
At that point, you have to prove a point.
I get that, but it kind of just ruins it.
You gotta like. At this point, I think old Eric is just thinking about like I have to eat.
And he's fucking getting paid.
Yeah.
And you know what? They have.
That's true too.
If this isn't Sublime, then Have you seen that guy? Where is he gonna get a job at? He is the biggest beer gut I've ever seen.
They got Josh Freese from the Vandals playing too.
Yeah, they do.
That's their drummer now. Dude,
Josh
fucking
Freese
drummed on a Perfect Circles album.
Yeah, he's drummed with everybody.
He's
he
fucking
is.
amazing.
Oh, he's an awesome drummer.
I don't know, man. I got to meet Rome. He was really super nice guy.
I like his voice, man. I really like his voice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he seems like he's a really cool guy.
He's fucking chill as fuck.
Well, I mean, obviously, if you make that music, you know you're chill as fuck.
Yeah.
He dealt with me being like a 26-year-old fanboy.
Well, you'll have that.
I just wish they would let him do like more guitar shit and stuff because he's an excellent guitar player.
Yeah, he is
really
a good
fun.
guitar
I would just
player.
like them to like just do cut loose for a little bit and fucking just go ham.
Right.
You know?
What other
Give me
music are you
some
into, man?
I mean, it varies. I'm a big Sublime fan, man. I have an old mix that I still keep in my fucking CD player that has like 23 songs on it that I just jam all in a row. You know?
That self-titled album turned 20 this year.
Yeah, I saw that.
That hurt my soul.
It made me feel a little bit old.
Because I can remember it being on I think I discovered it like a year and a half later. Because I would have been like 11. I think it was on like a Tony Hawk or a freaking like a BMX game or something.
Probably.
For PlayStation.
I think that's the first time I ever heard
And
Sublime,
you heard like
honestly.
What I Got.
was on that Tony Hawk. I think that's the first time I ever heard Sublime.
Yeah. It was on one of
That's true.
those. Because I would have been a kid just being exposed to it.
First time I ever heard CKY. That game had a lot of good music on it. Now
Dude, it had
that
a
coming to
great
think of it, like,
soundtrack.
yeah, it did.
It still does, actually.
Fucking, it had Bring the Noise with Public Enemy.
Yeah!
That's
the first time I ever heard that song.
I was like, this song is fucking sweet.
Yeah,
Even the first one on fucking Nintendo 64 had Superman by Goldfinger on it.
Yep.
And to this day, I get excited over that shit. I'd play the fuck out of that just for that song. Damn, man. Tony Hawk fucking killed it, the soundtrack.
They
I know
did.
it did. It did.
Kudos to them.
Good for them, man. I think you'd even get the occasional Misfits. Am I thinking of that?
I think a lot of
Hybrid-
video games introduced a lot of kids to different music, and I give game companies credit for that. And like late '90s, early 2000s, when that I think games started to see like, man, soundtracks really affect a game.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's still in video games. The video games have normally badass soundtracks.
Yeah.
You know what I just rediscovered? Vice City and how badass that soundtrack
Oh man.
is. But not even just the fucking V-Rock station. Like, they're fucking like... Oh, I played fucking Ghetto Life by Rick James the other night, remember? I was like, I heard that song a couple...
I need to get my kids that game.
That song is badass.
That is.
Can you get it for 360? You can probably get a Grand Theft Auto that's probably similar.
Vice City's pretty fucking tits, though.
That was a game that introduced me into like that Peace Sells was an actual song and not just the beginning of MTV News.
Right, yeah.
MTV News, you hear first.
I forgot all about that. This is Kurt Loder.
Suchin Pak would pop up there. Lane Staley is dead.
Kurt Loder pretending not to be 55.
Yeah. I'm totally cool.
Totally cool.
Happy
How I part my
80th,
hair.
Kurt. If I keep wearing skinny jeans.
Does Kurt Loder still work for MTV? He probably does.
I assume so. I remember freaking
Who the fuck watches MTV?
Carson Daly just fermenting his way out the fucking door.
Yeah. He can't. MTV just turned into something else. It's not even. I don't know what it is anymore.
I mean, it
as
wasn't
soon as
even-
I turn it on, it's some chick and I'm like, oh, keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Just some girl with an really large ass.
Yeah. You know, it wasn't even cool when we were kids.
She's being a
Yeah.
And
bitch.
then now it's even worse.
Oh man, I like the cheesy games they used to have. Like, I think me and Ruby were talking about that one game show. Like, they had like room raiders and shit where they kidnap you and let those bitches go through your shit.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I remember that.
Isn't that the most awful thing you can think of?
Yeah.
What they would do is that they'd go to these people's house and they would take this dude, alright? And he was... I took this motherfucker. Like, sometimes they'd be in a towel. And, like, he has to go sit in this big...
What's going on?
Oh, no!
Am I under arrest?
And then, they'd set, like, 2 or 3 bitches free in his room. And they'd just start going through his shit. And he had to watch it on a little monitor.
Set him free in his room. Like, they brought him in there. Come on now. Come on, you gotta sit. Run wild, whore. You gotta sit.
They'd sit there and they'd rifle through his shit for, like, 20 minutes. Oh, he said, "Oh God, don't open that." And they're just finding terrible shit. Like,
I would just
they'd be searching under his bed and find his jack sock.
Oh, you know that.
He starches his socks too much.
He's part of the board.
I would just be sitting there telling the producers they need to wash them as soon as they get out of
I
that
think he
room.
blew his nose on this t-shirt. Look.
Wow.
Ew.
They're gonna have to get tested.
There's semen on
He must
everything.
be sick all the time.
Oh, that's awful. What was the other one?
He's got snot on this picture frame.
What was the one where they would like date the chicks? It'd be like a guy, and they'd have like 5 different chicks on a bus, and then they would come off the bus. And,
Yeah, they're just like, next.
yeah.
I think it was called Next.
Yeah, it was pretty much like if like the chick let the guy touch her boobs or something. It was just like, oh, and then the girls would be like, oh no, and then the guys would be like, I don't know. No, the guy ones are pretty lame.
He just
All the
kept
dudes are
saying
just
next
like-
till someone let him touch them.
Yeah, that was pretty much what it was. Let me have sex with you. Next. Let me have sex with you. Next.
I told your hand. Yeah. Okay.
All the dudes were always unrealistically beautiful.
Yeah.
Like
There's always some really handsome guy.
like it's like he's not.
I will
Where does
give
he
you-
exist? Where
Yeah.
Give you everything you
It's never a guy that hasn't shaved in 3 days.
Yeah.
Hey, babe. And they always had some, like, corny one-liner. Pick with me, because I'll lead you to your dreams.
Yeah.
I really like Chris.
My name's Tim, and I'm gonna hit a home run.
Yeah. And then they do the...
Oh my god.
That was the worst. This is what we're trying to say.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about because it was on every channel. It wasn't just.
And then 16 and pregnant, just like, it was just like, well, we're just gonna go for it.
That's just where they were just like, yeah, this is just what we'll do now.
Yeah, this
You know
is
what?
it.
Fuck
This
it.
is it. And
This
we
is
got
it.
shows about vampires and shit. Or werewolves. There's a werewolf show on there.
Ugh.
Look at these drunk kids in West Virginia. One of them died. All right, that just never happened.
They have a meth problem real bad there.
We did not do our background our research on this. There's a lot of meth and a lot of drugs going on down here.
We kept thinking we were hearing rattlesnakes. It was people shaking pill bottles.
Yeah. That's the West Virginia mating call right there.
You guys want to hear the main?
Fucking wild one
Listen,
for whites.
That movie's amazing.
Oh my god.
I love that movie.
I can't get Ruby to watch it.
Why?
Because she hates these fucking people.
She would love it.
Oh, she's watched it before, but she just fucking hates these people so much.
Oh my god, it's great.
They are my favorite people.
Yeah.
Like, I hate those kind of people in real life.
Jessica White's the fucking man. I mean, Hank the Third sings about him.
Hank the Third shouldn't be allowed to make music.
That's what I kind of feel like. I mean, like, I understand the draw to Hank the Third. I mean,
He's
that's
a novelty.
but, like,
I get
at
it,
this
but
point-
he's
yeah.
awful.
Like, and I feel like people that like him are like just pretending. They're just like, no, I dig it. I really dig it. Hank the Third. And I'm like,
No, there's one person that loves Hank the Third.
Is it you?
No. You know who it is.
Who is it?
It's Ryan Adams.
Oh my.
Ryan likes Hank the Third.
Oh, he loves them.
Ugh. I don't know, man.
Let's go
I'd rather.
rock
I could do Hank Jr.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
mind that.
I like all the Hanks. I mean, but like Hank the Third is it's a novel.
It's a novelty. Like,
And that's why I'm just like, haha, it's fucking punk rock country music. It's sweet. But Ryan digs it.
I don't know. Like, I don't mind country. I don't like pop country. Yeah, who was
You
it?
know who's a good like country you guys would probably like is what the fuck is this dude's name? Johnny Knoxville's cousin.
Oh,
The
fucking
dude, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be
yeah,
tough.
Tim something, wasn't it?
No, it's not Tim. It's
Roger Allen Wade.
That's it. He's
Yeah.
actually
See?
he's awesome.
That's up
Yeah.
there, but I can't remember what we talked about
Damn.
3 minutes ago. That just rattles around. Up
He's
there.
awesome.
I like him. Lucero's
Just-
good.
He does some fucking seriously like serious songs, which are good, but like I prefer his funny songs.
I like
Like Loving You's like frying bacon naked.
Ooh,
See, I like
That's a
I
lesson.
like
That's a lesson you
That's
learn
a good one.
the hard way.
I Want a Butt Ugly Slut. Like he makes songs like that. That's like those are my favorite.
Did you listen
David
to
Allen.
Wheeler Walker Jr.?
I know I've heard that name.
Oh, what the hell is this freaking album called? I forget, but fucking he is goddamn ridiculous. Wheeler Walker Jr. He was on
Wheeler Walker Jr.
Wheeler
Yeah.
or Neil?
Wheeler.
Wheeler.
Obviously, to be a country artist nowadays, you have to have either 3 or 4 names.
Gotta be a
You can.
Well, he has
There's
a song called
requirement.
"Eating Pussy and Kicking Ass." So
I'd have to be I'd have to use my full name, Jeffrey James Young the Fifth.
really, the fifth?
No, but I would just put that on there.
Yeah.
He'd have to put that on there.
People would be like, "Oh shit! I wonder if he's as good as Senior."
Yeah.
I have a spit monster all over the carpet.
Be someone lying. Yeah, his
Oh, 'cause-
Bird's music was better.
I like his grandpap shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't have as much soul as his uncle.
On a serious note, though, Hank Jr. is alright, but Hank Williams is the best.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't even like Hank Jr.'s fucking doing the Monday Night Football, for God's sakes. Get out of
I
here.
Did they let him
Monday
back
Night
on that? Because I know he said something.
No, yeah, he
like-
said something retarded a few years ago.
Oh, I know, but still, he did that, so I was just like, your credibility is out the window.
Sounds like Faith Hill or some shit, or Carrie Underwood, or I don't know who the hell it is. Someone who shouldn't be associated with football. And then there's just a bunch of pictures of Antonio Brown twerking. It
Yeah.
makes me sad.
I feel like every person that gets in trouble now, like in music, has pretty much just said like something racist.
yeah.
Like I don't even know what Hank Jr. said, but I'm sure it was something.
It was
like,
racist. I
black
know,
bastard.
I, get out of here.
He called someone boy is what he probably
Hey,
did.
boy.
It was probably a white guy.
I know what you were talking about, though. I heard it.
I don't remember. I'm just guessing.
But
I figured there
no,
was...
I know it's a thing. I have no idea what he said, but I remember seeing it everywhere. That he said something, and then the NFL was like,
It's probably fucking Sting now for Monday Night Football. Get Sting more deep V-neck shirts.
Light some more candles. Monday. Oh God.
that motherfucker.
Sting?
How do you go from the police to just fucking douching it up all the time? The police weren't. I mean, they're not like an amazing band.
I mean,
They're certainly better.
I
than
feel like
Sting's
Sting was
solo
most
shit.
of the band. Stuart Copeland was, I feel like, probably the other little bit, but Sting was the voice, so it's just like every other singer. They're just like, fuck you guys.
Exactly.
Especially when you have such a distinctive voice.
Yeah.
And it was just an ego. You're right. Like why the police were badass was Stuart Copeland.
Yeah. He does a lot of soundtracks and like video game
much, but-
soundtracks, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know much about the Police. Like, I have my 3 songs I
He played
like.
with Claypool.
I'm a big fan of the video game Spyro the Dragon for PlayStation.
I remember
and
that game.
Stuart Copeland did the soundtrack for that.
Did he seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And it's a fucking badass soundtrack.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that.
He does like video game soundtracks. He does a lot of soundtracks to shit.
Wow. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I want to do soundtracks.
So do I. Probably just be me beatboxing and stuff.
Not well.
Playing slap bass. Just a whole song of slap. Who's gonna have sex? When is the Tomb Raider gonna have sex? I keep hearing the slap bass.
Whenever they make Seinfeld the game, they'll just call you.
I hated
Deal with airports.
There's a I saw like a mini
synthesizer
thing
bass.
where you like it was on one of those like random videos you see while you're scrolling on Facebook, but it's like some MIDI thing that when you open your door it plays like the Seinfeld bass line and has like
I saw that too.
whenever they would like walk into the room on Seinfeld. And I was like, I kind of need that.
Yeah, you should.
Anytime you open the door and
I'm never gonna freaking acknowledge that I hear it.
Nope.
Just because I want you to feel comfortable when you're doing
I would
it.
like probably the second time entering the room, I would probably just do the Kramer and just slide it.
People are over, just pretend you don't hear it. What was that? What was what?
Like, that's the part of the I'm gonna go take a shit.
What was that? It was what? It's my life.
Oh, sorry, the floor creaks.
Yeah.
The sound of my life.
See, I had this Bluetooth speaker that we keep in my living room, and I was thinking about connecting to it when I pull into my driveway, and just starting using like old school wrestling themes as I'm coming in the front door.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Just to get everybody pumped for my arrival, especially the dogs.
If I did that, it would definitely be the NWO theme.
I'm thinking of Hulk Hogan. When I've had a bad day, it'll be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, that's even better than the NWO. That's way better. People will take you seriously.
Dude, I use that one on
This
like
could
Friday.
go either two ways. He's either going to walk in and chug beer, or he's going to stun everybody.
We're gonna stun everybody and then chug beer.
And then chug beer. Fucking no one. Just out of someone, a hole will open through the wall. Bud Lights come flying out, and you're just like,
cracking them on my head.
Not drinking them, just pouring them all over you.
I'm over top of a passed out Leo screaming at him. My family's crying. Finally lost it.
Why is this happening?
Theme music's still playing.
You're
You're climbing on corner of the couch.
popping the kids the bird.
Walk up to Xander, be like, give me
He's laying on the ground, clutching his little neck. Aw. Then on like good days, I'll just like, or days I'm fighting, like when we're arguing, I'll use like the New Age Outlaws theme, like,
Oh,
you didn't know? Down, down, down. Your ass better call somebody.
Oh, this is so
Or just
awesome.
like the DX theme.
Are you ready?
Think you can tell us what to do?
Dude, that band, whoever recorded that fucking theme song, that was like...
That was the Chris
That was
Warren
probably
band.
the peak of their life.
Right, yeah.
Perfect. I think that dude's dead though.
Oh, easily. He's got to be dead.
I've always thought
Because it's only down from there.
Triple H was badass just for the simple fact that he got Motorhead to make him a song.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome.
He spoke at Lemmy's funeral.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, they were tight. Lemmy and Triple H, like, because he loved Motorhead.
Good for Triple H,
Right?
man.
I like Triple H. I miss old wrestling.
So do I.
It's like,
I miss the King screaming puppies.
yeah.
The chicks'
and
boobs would pop out. I miss just the wildly offensive WWF.
Yeah,
I miss
did.
2001.
I miss Mae Young giving birth to a hand and then tossing it around and it's covered in purple jelly. I miss...
I'm going, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, what's going on with life right now?
And then Mr. McMahon's actually harassing someone.
Yeah.
Take your top off.
Everyone was cool with it too. It's not like if you tried old WWF now, it would be like someone's going to jail.
Take your top off or you're fired.
Yeah. Back then, Jacqueline's like showing her tits to like 4-year-olds in the front row. And they're just like, yeah, suck those nipples. Dads are high fiving their sons.
High five. While high fiving other dads.
Yeah.
See what my kid did? He touched your kid. Oh, God.
Oh, those were the days.
What are the retarded shit they get away with? I think probably say retarded. I remember, like, the Dudley Boys, like, slamming women through tables.
Yeah, oh, the Dudley Boys.
That was fun.
I remember Triple H drugging Stephanie McMahon and taking her to get married.
Yeah.
Sexually assaulting her while she was asleep, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Triple H." He's just hanging out.
You rascal.
Yeah,
What'd he do?
There was a lot of sexual assault.
it was WWF
I think
sexual
about-
assault. And everyone back, it's like, what a difference.
That was how you became a heel.
15
Yeah.
yeah.
You had to do something fucked up to a woman.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can get to be a bad
It's
guy.
like, oh man, he shouldn't have done that.
And then eventually, after she gets raped 3 or 4 times, the guy that saves her is the good guy for the next
Yeah.
6 months.
Honestly, that's why I love the NWO so much, because Hulk Hogan was actually a heel for once.
Yeah.
And
that's
I
beautiful.
to this day, I will tell you I preferred Hollywood Hogan to Hulk Hogan.
Absolutely. I love the NWO. When Sting joined the NWO.
It was badass, dude. It was so bad.
Like a year of not talking, and then he went red-faced, and it was weird.
I was more of a DX fan than I was an NWA.
I was too.
DX was after NWO, though. Well,
Well, it was
NWO was
during-
part of
during.
WCW anyways.
Yeah.
They were both there during the takeover, I think, weren't they?
NWO.
The Wars, the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, them and like WCW
Yeah, when they just
Invasion.
Well, they just bought WCW.
When Vince McMahon was like, wait a minute, I have all this money.
I'm as good to buy you.
Just buy this because they're way cooler than WWF.
And then the ECW thing. That was cool for like 10 minutes till you realize they're not going to let them be like ECW.
Yeah, when I saw ECW's come, I was like, man, people are going to die now. What am I gonna do? Dude?
Can't wait till the Sandman gets there.
Yeah, Sandman's going to come out and kick someone's head clean off.
New Jack's going to kill another guy.
It's going to be awesome. And it was just like, we'll let Rhino do spears for a couple months, and then that's it.
It was like everyone like was on TV for like a week and a half, and then they
Yeah.
just started cutting people. Taz got to stick around for some reason.
They made Taz out like he was going to be the savior of the WWF, and then it's like, look at this new announcer that we're introducing.
I wonder if that's just playing all fucking along. Would have been mine. I get paid a lot just to talk and not even... You're getting paid that much money to talk about pretend.
I can't watch. Jonathan Coachman is an analyst on ESPN now.
Really?
It's so tough to
What?
take him seriously because I just think of The Rock just slapping. Jonathan Coachman, you shut your mouth. Yeah, that's all I think when I see
You
him.
Rudy Poo candy ass.
And then he's like,
Shut your
trying to
candy
college
ass.
football, Heisman trophies. I'm like, dude, don't make me call The Rock Jonathan Coachman.
I'll
That-
call Dwayne Johnson right now.
But then I can tune into like Ballers and be totally fine with The Rock being that character.
Yeah.
But I'm not alright with Jonathan Coachman furthering his career.
Yeah. You get back and get slapped around. It'd be like if Michael Cole tried to be on MSNBC or something. You'd be like,
He probably got fired because they're not allowed to slap black people on TV.
Michael Cole, what are you doing?
He can beat up on Michael Cole though. Michael Cole.
Oh, wow.
He kind of had it coming for this Frosted Tips.
He did.
Even now.
Jonathan Coachman on ESPN.
He
I didn't
is.
know that was a thing.
It is.
I
He's
thought-
been on there for a while.
I thought I saw it, but I didn't, like, now that you say it, I know it was Jonathan Coachman.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Coach.
I don't know if anybody brings it up or not. Like, I just want someone in the middle of Heisman Trophy talk like, wait a minute. Didn't The Rock slap the shit out of you?
Oh.
No reason to bring up those bad memories.
That makes me sad in my heart. Oh, God.
Like, no one can take him seriously. You know,
No.
everyone else is like, where's The Rock at? Is he like around the
No.
corner? He's gonna come in and grab this microphone off you in the middle of this interview.
Poor Coach. What do you think about that? It doesn't matter what you think. Oh, God. Poor Jonathan Coachman.
Fuck Jonathan Coachman. He's probably making all kinds of money being
Fuck Jonathan
ESPN guy.
Fuck yeah, he is. He was probably making all kinds of money in when he was on the
Yeah.
WWF, and like now,
That's because The Rock smacks real hard.
He does.
he was making money anyways. But definitely on ESPN.
Dude, if I'm getting smacked on national television like on a regular basis, you're gonna fucking pay me.
He's not actually getting smacked anyways.
Someone's gonna smack him, he's coach.
Yeah. The Rock probably did smack him hard. He was like, Rock, you hit me a little too much. So what?
You're probably right.
No
You
pain, no
weren't-
gain, pussy.
You weren't supposed to actually.
Well, just seeing how Dwayne Johnson is, like, he's actually, like, him as a person is he's pretty funny. He's a
Yeah.
pretty funny dude, so he probably was really, like, just fucking, like,
Belting him
slap
in the
you
mouth.
anyways, bitch.
Just for real, belting him in the mouth as hard as he can.
Jonathan Coachman, you make $12 an episode for Raw. Alright, The Rock makes $12 million an episode.
Slap. I just picture like a Rick James relationship. What do the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap.
Just a habitual line stepper.
That was a periphery song.
Dave Chappelle called out Key and Peele not that long ago, I saw.
I saw something about that online, but I didn't
It was something he was...
take the clickbait.
It was total clickbait.
He said-
it wasn't even that big of a deal.
He said something along the lines of, "Do you think it's been easy for me watching Key and Peele do my show for 5 years?"
Damn. Damn.
He was doing he was playing, there was some festival.
I mean, that's the truth, though,
It's
man.
right.
It's the truth.
It's the bitter
I'm
truth.
not that big of a fan of that show. Like,
But if
everybody-
Chappelle was hosting it, I would watch the shit out of that.
Oh yeah,
I thought they were funny guys.
they are funny guys, and I like their show, but I just don't see the fucking everyone's like, you gotta watch Key and Peele, man.
There was a lot of skits I didn't like, but there were a lot of skits that were funny. But I feel like that's an uncomfortable truth for Key and Peele, is that is like.
That's what it is.
I feel like Dave Chappelle's show would have been like 3/4 of the way more raunchier than that.
Oh, dude, he dressed up like R. Kelly and started dumping piss on people.
Like, it would have been way worse.
He did that in the early 2000s. Imagine what the fuck he would be getting away with right now.
I'm gonna poo on you.
I'm gonna on you.
He would be like this. He would be like another South Park for Comedy Central. That would have been like a staple show for them.
I would argue that he was
Yeah, it
bigger
would've
than South
never
Park.
ended. It would've
Yeah.
never ended.
It would have never ended.
I would argue that he was bigger than South Park at that point.
Oh hell yeah, he was. Cause South Park was like 10 years or something at that point.
Yeah. And he
Well, Chappelle he didn't even go to
Like-
2006, did he?
no, he
We
made
weren't
like-
even out of high school when
No.
it ended.
He only did like 2.5 seasons.
So South Park wasn't even at 10 years because South Park was 96.
98, 98, 99.
Oh, it was 98. I thought they were 96.
I don't know for some reason.
The first season was like 98.
Yeah, so they weren't even at 10 years, and you're right.
Maybe 97. Earliest 97. They
Chappelle-
might have had like the first one in 95.
Chappelle's show was definitely bigger than South Park. Dude, and Weir, that's all anybody talked about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was
That was
Chappelle's
it.
show.
That was it.
But it wasn't like it was lame. It wasn't like eventually, like when everybody else was talking about it, like all of us were like, this is fucking lame. They're all talking about it. But like, because everyone was just, it was hilarious.
That was a
Like,
strong back-to-back, though, because it was South Park, then Chappelle's show.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
feel
that was
like
a
we
good
were-
hour.
I feel like we were spoiled.
We got a terrific
spoiled,
hour.
dude.
It was like,
Like,
the best
I don't know
hour.
if they would have split them up if we would still have a South Park. Just because, like, I think they...
I probably would have.
For those
I feel
2
like-
years,
Wednesdays. Well, Wednesday night is like a solid night for like,
that's why we release on
Week.
Wednesdays.
yeah,
Because that's statistically the best time to release a podcast.
just
For some reason, that's the day no one does shit.
we actually look at it too. That's why our band page we try to post stuff on Wednesdays. And,
Really?
yeah,
The more you know.
it's the middle of the
I'm
week.
learning.
People are at home.
Not doing shit, wanting to do shit because they've been
Exactly.
at work.
Most new
They
shit
want to
comes
spend
out on
time
Friday.
with their families, but everybody in their family is in their own separate place doing their own little media things. And you know what? That's the way it should be.
Plus, most new shit comes out on Friday, so you burn it out over the weekend. By the middle of the week, you're looking for something else again.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Ah.
you know what I mean?
Another video of a black guy getting shot. That's what everyone's just
Aw.
waiting for.
Every
Who's-
goddamn Wednesday.
Every damn Wednesday.
Who's it gonna be this Wednesday? I feel like it's just turning into the Hunger Games. Where they just line up a bunch of black guys and they just have a thing like, who are we gonna shoot this week?
Raquel Martin, come on down.
You. Damn it.
You know that's what it's like. Like, God damn it.
Reach your hand over your chest so we can shoot you. I don't want it. Do it.
Put your hands up. He's coming at me.
We had to.
Come straight for us!
He was doing what we said.
He's on the ground with his hands behind his head. I didn't know if he had a gun.
There was suspicion. He had his hands above his head, but we didn't know. He could have had a gun fucking up in the air somewhere. I don't. Shit.
It was about that time Officer Dokes and I realized the perp had chucked a gun about 20 feet in the air and he was trying to catch it behind his head.
Yeah.
We don't have any of those sick ass gun tricks happening down here.
It's not going down here. And that's why we shot him with his hands behind his head.
Why did we pistol whip him after? Why not?
Just to be sure.
How ridiculous is it getting? Did you see? Okay, did you guys see earlier that this is actually in Pittsburgh? They're trying to. Oh, these cops are pissed because they want to start drug testing them, and they're
I
saying.
did see that.
Did you see that?
No!
It's actually they're like it's unconstitutional. What? What?
Old
You guys
Chris
do-
is sticking his head out of the evidence room. You can't do that. You can't do that.
It's in the union. You can't. It's in the
Yeah.
contract. You can't.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna need at least 3 days.
Yeah, what? Oh my god. What do you guys want to go run? We'll talk about this after we go for a run.
Has anyone got a cigarette? Ugh. Oh, man. Seriously, who's got a cigarette? Hey, you can't do that. Call an attorney. No, but they're pissed. And like, they're saying it's unconstitutional. But they do that shit on a day-to-day basis.
Don't most government employees get drug tested?
Yeah. So,
Nah.
like... No, like, yeah, that's right, they do. And like, a lot of military does, too.
Yeah. Those people do. I don't think, like, senators do or any of that shit.
Well,
like,
This area, there's a lot of jobs that
of course
don't.
they don't.
I think it's like if you don't OD from heroin at the interview, you can't have the job. So what are your...
At this point, if you don't have that in you...
Yeah. Who are your references? Sir, huh? Who are your references?
Interviewers at the
Chris.
Chris.
All right, good enough.
Check a pulse.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Interviewers have to keep a thing of
Tired.
Narcan in their desk.
Yeah.
Check a pulse. That's all they need. Got a pulse? Yeah. You're hired.
I can't work Mondays or Thursdays and Fridays. You know what? I'm available like Tuesday morning from like 10 to like noon.
Tuesday from like 10:45 to about 1:15. I come in. Can only do Wednesdays.
Let me tell you, I
Can't
fucking
really do-
worked at the Kroger Deli, and
For
there was
years.
there was random ass people that we would get, and this one chick was so fucked up on like.
Oh,
just,
Jeff, I know you live that. You live the retail life. That's what happens.
And she
gotta-
was slicing meat for a customer, just falling asleep, and then she would wake up
man.
and stuff meat in her mouth and go back to slicing. And I didn't even come out to help. I just stood in the back like, this is happening right now. This is some shit, and I'm gonna watch this unfold.
She's like running her arm through it.
Yeah. I'm like, holy shit, this is happening. And like the customer's just looking, and I'm like, go get prepackaged meat.
You don't want this.
And then like they fired her that day, obviously, and she's outside like, it's just a bad day. You were stuffing your face and also sleeping. Somehow doing both while you were trying to cut meat. I'm pretty sure she was like slicing cheese, and the woman's like, I wanted turkey. So,
Oh my god.
Here's your Swiss cheese.
Holy shit. Like,
It's a thing, though. It's a thing.
dude, how
It's,
did
it's
it
this
get that
area.
bad?
It's this area.
Ugh. Like, I don't get it. Like, I partied my balls off. But, like, I never, ever, ever let it get that bad. I mean, like, ugh.
Dude, there was a girl they hired up front, like maybe not even a couple months ago. And they had to call the ambulance one day, and I came into work, and they were like, oh, guess. They're like, oh, and I was like, well, what happened? You know, it's just like, well, she had a seizure, and like they had to have call an ambulance and stuff, and they were just, everyone was just like, yeah, it was really bad, like, and they literally thought it was like, it's just a seizure, and I was like, I told everyone that was like there that morning was just telling me this, I was like, no, she overdosed.
No, it was a seizure.
It's not what happened. She overdosed. Like that's what.
Drain my wiener.
Well, I think we're gonna cut it off right now anyway, man. Jeff, thanks for coming on the show!
Hey, you're welcome.
We'll do it again!
Am I in a restroom? I hope I am.
It's Josh's closet.
It's alright, you're in there.
We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah. It was a good one. I got a lot of laughs out of this one.
Oh, I knew he would. Jeff's fucking wonderful. Always funny. Hilarious.
Alright, everybody. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like us on Facebook.
Jeff's not here to plug his stuff, so I'm going to plug him for him.
Okay.
Check out United by Hate and What Great Fangs.
Both are white power bands.
No, they're not white power bands.
Okay, I misunderstood. Alright, everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye. Fuck Pantera, dude!
Tarot, dude!
Ow! Ow!
Pantera.